Hey YouTubers, that's been a while. Canvasman 34 here. Little bit of medical problems and got them all solved. Got the use of my right arm and hand back. You probably noticed when I did my first videos on amalgamite I had braces on. Well, come to find out I just had some spinal cord issues and the docs fixed me up. All is good. Well, the eBay business is just blown clear out of the water, so it's going so hard that I had to invest some money today in a cold cut saw. I got inspired to do a quick video because there wasn't anything really out there that showed me what I wanted to see, or at least I didn't find it. So I'm going to do this video and compare it to what I primarily use right now, which is a 14-inch abrasive hot cutoff saw in Milwaukee. It's a great machine. I've had it for probably 15-20 years, but it's I can't use it in the shop for the amount of sparks it throws and what have you. So anyway, I'm gonna get this set up. I'll do an example of the hot saw, and then I'll do an example of the cold cut saw. It's a Raptor is the one that I bought from a local, from the air gas company here in Springfield, Oregon. So let me get things set up and we'll get back with it. This primarily is the metal that I'm cutting. 2x3 120 wall tubing. And this piece I cut with my hot saw. And it's just covered with sharp edges and burrs, and the cutting of it's not too bad, but the time it takes to clean it up to get a sellable product is probably 5-6 times what it takes to make the part. So I'm going to set the old hot saw up and cut this so you can see where I'm coming from. Okay, I've got my saw set up here. I'm going to cut a piece of that tubing to get an idea of what it does. Again, not quiet. I don't think you can see this very well, but you can see these burrs. So now, for my latest toy, this is what they call a cold cutoff saw, or cold cut saw, and it's a low RPM carbide saw blade. So what I'll do real quick is I'll get it out of the box and let you get a good look at it. I think I'll go ahead and clean some of the packing off of it before I get started. Well, I'll tell you one thing, that isn't a toy. It weighs about twice of what my Milwaukee hot saw does. Okay, enough. Hi y'all, hey, this is the second day When I got the video in on the computer and looked at it, the video I shot on this was totally dark. You couldn't see what was going on, so I'm going to redo this today, and the only thing that's really different is the old goat has shaved its face. Other than that, everything's going to be the same. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit and let you take a look at the clamp. It's got a nice clamp, very substantial. So I'm going to try to get in here. I'm out in the sunshine this time. I was trying to get out in the stay in the shade, but it didn't work. The clamp is like I said, very substantial. It doesn't have a quick set, but it's more than good enough. And the adjust on it, the adjust for angle is way better, a lot faster than it takes 2 wrenches to change the hot saw. So I'm gonna go ahead, zoom back a little bit, and I'm gonna beg for forgiveness. I'm aware there's probably a lot of folks out there that are just going, aha, look at that hot saw. He's got the guard defeated on it. Well, I have the guard defeated on it because when I make my tongs, I take some 1-inch Schedule 40 pipe and I weld my tong frame to it. Then what I do is I take this and I hold it directly in line with the blade and saw this into 2 pieces, and it becomes a set of pinch tongs instead of a very heavy-duty monocle to look at things with. Okay, back on task. I apologize for the guard on my saw, but I do what I have to do. Okay, I'm going to get on my face shield and earplugs, and we'll make a cut with it. I'm going to go ahead and cut these because I need to make parts. I run out. I made 120 molds today before I got started on this. This is the next thing I'm lacking. Okay, here we go. I'm going to make a little bit of noise. The nice thing about this is it is absolutely stone cold. One little ravelly burr right there that I have a wide belt sander that I run all my parts on anyway. It's going to take care of this. So I'll go ahead and make one more cut. I'm using a backer piece on this to keep the clamp from turning sideways, because it doesn't grip as well. Again, a nice piece of work. It's also going to let me get better usage out of it. I can clamp my pieces further. The blade, it's a 14-inch carbide saw. Just, you know, I'm not going to say like you'd use on wood, but very substantial. And there is a an adapter that came with the saw. And it's a V-block of types. And that will just fit on the clamp. I cut a lot of 1-inch pipe. And that gives you just a better way to hold that. Probably won't spin out on you in that, but anyway, okay, I'm gonna patch this video in with yesterday's video and get this out on the air. So I thank you for watching until the next one. I'm gonna do a little addendum here. I just made about 100 cuts, the 2x3 by 1/8 inch wall tubing, and then I cut up a 10-foot piece of 1 1/4 by 8 flat bar. Opinion of the saw has not changed a bit, absolutely. Does a wonderful job. As the blade gets wear, the smoothness of the finish degrades a little bit, but still far, far beyond the hot saw. Having a home shop like I do, I've already tracked enough graphite into the house on the carpet for 10 people, but in an industrial environment, the Raptor would be a no-brainer. At a home shop like I do, where I'm going to go from here into carpeting, I think I'm going to buy me one of those 12-14-inch drag magnets that they have for doing parking lots. I'm just going to do it to go along with my vacuum system to clean up, because the little shards, for one, are hot, unlike the part you're cutting, and two, they're very, very sharp and they stick in the bottoms of your shoes. So that's a heads up for any of us home shop people. For those of us who have the what they call a solar cell, long sleeves, face shield, ear protection, and a welder's cap, a baseball cap, whatever you have to protect your solar cell, because those little buggers are hot. So absolutely nothing that detracts from the quality and the ease of operation of that saw. Good piece of equipment. Okay, this time I am out of here.